Hello, my name is Alexis, and I regret doing this video already. So I made this video about 3 years ago. I was in 7th grade show choir at the time, and I was in High Octane, and now I'm in Spirit, and I'm going to be a sophomore. So I thought I'd remake it because I literally knew nothing about show choir back then. I acted like I knew everything. So, yeah. Basically, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a poof, and then I'm going to show you like 4 different methods of curling your hair. Like, there are 3 of them involve heat, the 4th one doesn't. And I'm going to put like the timestamps of when every single like new thing starts, like when I teach you how to do a poof or when I teach you how to do like curling iron stuff. Like, I'll put like the timestamps for all of that at the bottom, so if you only want to know how to do like one of them or something like that, just look down below. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to teach you how to do is a poof, and so you're going to need some bobby pins. You want the ones that have like the ridges, not the U-shaped ones that you use for buns. They should look like that. You want hairspray. If your hair is very slick, or if it's been cleaned within the last 24 hours, you want some dry shampoo. This is some good stuff from Dove. It's like the Dove Refresh and Care. And then I also own like this is like the Detox and Purify, and this is just the one for volume. You can use whatever you have available. And you're going to want a fine-tooth comb. Mine is extremely dirty. I apologize. So the first thing you're going to want to do is brush out all your hair. Okay? Easy. And then you're just going to want to take your fingers like this, like a C, and then you're going to go like both hands like C's and grab a chunk of hair from the front. And so if you can already see, my main problem with poofs is that I have a part, and so like even when I pull it up in a poof you can see it. So I'll teach you how to like fix that. So you're going to want to brush out the section of hair you're going to do into a poof. And I'm just going to pull back the rest of this hair so it doesn't get in the way. Okay, so now I'm just left with this chunk of hair, and so you want to get it like, poof should be 4 fingers if you're at the high school for sure, so it should be this high for me. I like to do 5 fingers just to be on the safe side. If you're in like one of the middle school groups, 3 fingers is fine. They don't really police that really. So yeah, comb out your entire thing. And then I'm going to just spray some dry shampoo between the layers to get some volume. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing with hairspray. And that'll get it more like upwards. And now we're gonna section off this very like front section, just the section that like covers the rest of the hair. So it should be a very thin layer, like that. It should be like that. And so I'm gonna tie this away. This is the area you don't want to tease, and you want to keep it like looking pretty nice because it's gonna cover the ugliness of the rest of your poof, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to put a ponytail on that. And now just tease or back comb the rest of it. So you're going to take a small chunk and you're going to take your comb and go from the back of your head and just go like this for a very long time. with every single one of these chunks that's in here. And I'll come back to you once I've done all of that. I just got done teasing all my hair, and then what I did with that extra chunk of hair we didn't tease, I flipped it up, or I took out the ponytail and I flipped it over so it looks like clean in the front, but in the back, like, it's all gross and messy back here, obviously. So I learned a trick from my friend a couple years ago. So you're gonna grab a ponytail holder and squeeze your hair tightly. Try to get it a couple inches back so you can make sure you get your 4-finger poof. Just get it on there. Usually I like to use a smaller hair tie, like a braces rubber band or something like that, but can't find any of those. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take the ponytail holder and bring all the way back and then slide it forward until it makes a poof. And then you're just going to pin from there. And then one thing to remember, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but always remember not to tease your ends because you're going to curl those, and so you don't want them super gross and teased. Okay, so from here I'm going to comb this a little, and then you're just going to want to take your comb and try to get it as even as possible. Pull up sections that need to be pulled up, comb over sections that need to be combed. Okay, and I think this is pretty good. I'm going to pin these ends down because they're sticking up, and so once you pin them down, see, your poof looks so much more show choir-y, but I can't find more than 3 bobby pins right now. So after I would do that, you just want to hairspray it. This needs to be able to stay for pretend it's going to stay for a week. So yeah, that's good. And if we measure, that's just above 4 fingers. So yeah, that's my poof tutorial. Obviously a lot better than my one from 7th grade. Okay, the next section of this video is going to be the curling hair section. And so what you're going to need for that, for most of these, is a comb, a brush, hairspray, and a comb. And if you need it, dry shampoo. So I'm going to teach you 4 methods. The first method is how to curl your hair with a straightening iron. The second is how to curl your hair with a curling iron. The third is how to curl your hair with a curling wand. And the last one is how to put in foam rollers. Okay, so first is the tutorial for how to curl your hair with a straightening iron. And so the thing about this is you want a thinner straightening iron, they have this is a 1 inch, but I also want a 1.5 inch. That wouldn't work. There's also 2 inch ones. You want the shorter and the rounder it is, the better your curls will turn out. So for this one, you're going to have, this takes so much trial and error, but you're going to grab a very small chunk of hair, and you're going to clamp the iron down close to your scalp, pull out a slight bit, and then you're going to turn the iron, flipping the hair over 360 degrees. So it needs to come back to the side you started on, and then this may not work the first time because it never really does, but then you're going to just pull down, and this hair needs to be even with the hair that's coming out. And make sure when you flip it 360 degrees, you're flipping it away from your face, if that makes sense. And don't clamp your hair really lightly. This requires you to clamp your hair pretty hard. And once you're done, you're just going to finger curl it, and your curl should look like that. And then you're just going to spray it. And if your hair doesn't have a lot of volume, you can slightly tease your curls, but I don't really need to. Okay, so we just finished the tutorial on how to curl your hair with a straightening iron, and now we're going to do it with a curling iron. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up, or you're going to take a section of hair, comb it out, which I already did, open up your curling iron, hold it, and then you're going to want to go down like the length of your hair, and then get those ends in, and then you're just going to curl up and hold it. You can, don't touch the iron, but touch your hair, and once it feels like hot, like you can't touch your hair anymore, that's when you can take it out. Mine is up very high right now because I want to make these little short videos. Okay, that one's ready. So what you're going to want to do is take this handle and you're just going to want to pull down and like slightly like release the thing. And that's what your curl is going to look like if you use a curling iron. And then spray, and you're done. Okay, so I just did my second tutorial on how to use a curling iron, and I broke my curling wand, but I'm going to pretend like my curling iron is a wand. So how you're going to curl your hair with a wand is you're going to take it over your head, and just wrap it around like so. Try to get the ends as close as you can, but do not burn your finger. You can take your pointer finger of the hand that's holding like your hair in place and to touch your hair, and it's the same thing with the curling wand as a curling iron. Don't take it off until you like your finger can't touch your hair anymore. And then to let it go, you just go like that into your hand and scrunch it once, and that's the curl for a curling wand. Hairspray it. There you go. Okay, so my final tutorial is going to be a heatless method, and it's how to use these, how to like put in the foam rollers. So what you're going to want to do is brush out a tiny section of hair. Then you don't want soaking wet hair because it will not dry. Then you want to take a spray bottle. I'm not going to do this because I don't want these curls to stay in overnight. And you're going to make your hair damp and like almost wet but not wet, and it can't be dry. And so you're going to take these, and my hair is really long, but you're going to just wrap it like around the ends around, and then just roll up from there. Get it as close to your scalp as possible. And then just close the thing. I like the foam rollers because it's so much easier to sleep in and they don't like hurt. And so it'll stick in your hair like that. You can even wear them to school, like if you compete, if you're in like middle school and you compete on weekdays. So once you're done, all you gotta do is go like this and pull them off, and it'll be curly. Thank you so much for watching my updated poof and curls tutorial. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.